Bulletcast for life.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bulletcast. We're doing another Shooting the Breeze with Anthony. We got the Edgehead in the building, too sweet guy.
Too sweet.
And look what I'm wearing.
Kenny Omega, the cleaner, Kenny Omega guy.
For all you Japan marks, you're welcome.
Japan marks.
Yeah. Did you hear what Jericho said about Japan?
No.
He said it's overrated. What thoughts? Chris Jericho tweeted.
Chris Jericho?
Yes, he tweeted.
You just made the list!
Actually, no.
You just made the list!
I have the drop for it.
I don't know. I mean, I know it's iconic, but just like, how? He used to wrestle in Japan.
He did. He thinks it's overhyped. Thoughts?
I have no comment. I'm sorry.
He
I love Jericho. I love him
do.
because Y2J is a legend in the ring. But when you talk smack about New Japan's actually growing a creation because of what the Young Bucks is doing and because of the Bullet Club.
I mean, Hunter, he said some stuff before, like the reason why he got Nakamura, he didn't really give a damn about the other guys, the other 20 guys in the locker room. That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So, we've all heard what I had to say about New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Mambaraja promos. Go check them out on the Bulletcast YouTube channel. Another one's coming up pretty soon regarding the guy who attacked me in the last one.
Hey.
Yeah, but the reason why we're doing this Shooting the Breeze, I want to talk about Vincent Kennedy McMahon for a few minutes. Just to talk about, I mean, what happened on SmackDown. We're gonna get into that on the episode that comes out on Friday.
31st, 32nd episode.
It's like 33, 34, one of them. We're moving on up. But I want to talk about Vince McMahon and how when he gets involved in a storyline, it gets interesting. So, I mean, with that being said, Anthony, what's one of the best, besides like Austin and McMahon?
Oh, that's the.
What's something that Vince just got into and it felt good, it felt real, it felt great,
It's recent.
and not Hornswoggle.
Illegitimate bastard son.
Oh my God, that was like 10 years ago yesterday.
I know.
Or 10 years ago today.
10 years ago yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I remember it was yesterday because it was Monday night. Yeah, because I just saw it on my newsfeed. But I have to say Shane and Vince.
Which?
The one, this recent one that happened at WrestleMania when Shane jumped off of the Hell in a Cell.
When are we gonna find out what's in that locked box?
Locked box.
When Shane first came back, he said he had like something, he had dirt on Vince that's in a black locked box. Go back and watch those first few promos.
With Stephanie? Is it like was Stephanie in those promos too or no?
It was like when he first came back in Detroit.
Probably I remember he was saying that he has like Vince has some dirty secrets.
Yeah, I want to know what's in the box.
But are they saving? I doubt WWE creative even remembers that little thing that they said about the box.
I mean, we'll find out. I mean, honestly, that was a pretty good one.
That was a good one. DX and Vince.
DX, Vince, and Shane, along with Show,
and along with Spirit Squad too.
Oh yeah, that was interesting. That was pretty comedic. That was humorous.
That was a humor kind of time for DX, unfortunately, but they still managed to tear the house down.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. I think Randy Orton's run back in 2009. I think that's probably like the best one besides Austin. I mean, Randy, people are saying he's lazy now. Like, go back and watch that stuff. Randy Orton was at a whole other level.
Randy's not lazy. Randy is just not getting into that what do you call it? Like, he's not getting
that
into
zone.
He's not in that zone anymore. Like, he's not the superstar that we are thinking now because they're trying to think. Like, I think Randy and John and all of them are starting to realize that they're getting kind of past their tenure now. That they really need to let the other people do it. Like, they'll have a voice in WWE, but they're not as influential as they once were in the past.
I mean, Randy, he can go to a whole other level. I know he can. He can still. We saw what he did with Nakamura on SmackDown. Randy still has it. But this whole feud with Randy Orton, I mean, he wins the Rumble, and he's going on to face either the World Heavyweight Champion or the WWE Champion at WrestleMania. During this time, the WWE Champion is Triple H.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and he just gets into this confrontation with Stephanie. Stephanie uses her father's famous two words. She says that to him. Or
He's gonna do a lawsuit,
yeah,
I think, right?
he was gonna do a lawsuit. Also,
It was that, and then
no, Vince. I think Vince was going to say that to him, and then Orton
oh,
slapped him and did his famous punt. That's what it
the
was.
infamous punt.
Yeah, that's what that
I
was.
remember that, and that punt got banned actually. Oh, is the punt still banned or?
I think it's banned. Yeah, and then later on, he RKO'd Stephanie.
Oh, and then that kiss.
Oh yes, and also leading up to the Mania 25 match with Hunter. Hunter's handcuffed. This is when Legacy was around. Shout out Cody Rhodes, Ted DiBiase Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hunter's handcuffed to the ropes. He's trying to get to his wife, and Orton.
Wait. You said Cody Rhodes?
I'm sorry, Triple H. Yeah, Triple H.
No, no, but is it? I thought Rhodes is a cease and desist now.
It's okay. So
Mm.
going back in time, it's all right.
All right.
Yeah, Triple H is handcuffed on the ropes trying to get to his wife. Orton has her for the rope hung DDT.
The double rope DDT
Yeah,
off.
he just spike DDT. He nails her. He turns her over and he just kisses her while Hunter watches. And as a kid, I'm like, oh my god.
That's disgusting. One.
I didn't think it was disgusting. I was just like,
Well, it's disgusting because of the fact of that. In my perspective, that's like a married man's wife.
yeah.
But
Vince was probably like, I want you to. Vince was probably like, I want you to kiss my daughter. Damn it. We got some activity in the background. We're sorry. I know this isn't that performance enhancing audio that you guys are used to. Yeah, but anyway.
oh, I still remember from that feud. Wasn't it that same feud that Triple H broke into that house and had that fight with
Yeah.
Randy?
All that bad blood. But the point is, getting back to Vince. It was leading up to the six-man tag. It was going to be Legacy, Orton, Rhodes, and DiBiase versus the McMahons, Hunter, Shane, and Vince.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Vince's involvement, really getting slapped and punted in the head, started that great rivalry that Orton and Hunter had in '09.
Yeah,
Another example,
that's a good one actually. I don't remember call. If you want to go into groups,
Wrestling God.
wrestling God.
He wrestled God.
Oh
He and
God.
Shane wrestled Shawn Michaels and God.
Mm,
How could we forget that?
I on the thought of the creative portion. Yeah.
God, where are you? Yeah, that. It was very interesting to see.
What about back in '99? Remember when I think it was '99 or 2000 when Mankind won the WWE Championship?
Won the WWF Championship. Yeah.
WWF Championship. My
Yeah.
apologies. Wasn't he with like it was like his own authority, like the corporation versus DX or something like that?
Yeah.
I mean, can we count that or?
Yeah, we can count that.
Because that one was
It led to Mick Foley becoming the heavyweight champion of the world.
WWF heavyweight champion of the world.
It's the heavyweight title.
True.
It's the only one that matters.
But that was something that I think also boosted that morality because Vince was behind The Rock a lot and all that stuff.
Yeah. Another one. Let's talk a recent one. He got Roman over for like 2 weeks. Nobody. No, really. Yeah,
2 weeks and 2 weeks only.
2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. I don't know. I mean, let's really look at this. Roman Reigns, 2015, January. He gets booed in Philly after winning the Rumble. We go back 11 months later.
11 months later.
11 months later, they go to TLC.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh yes.
Hunter. Besides, like before, like he started attacking Hunter, the crowd they were kind of getting behind him when he was climbing the ladder. I went back and watched, but so he attacks Hunter, just beats Triple H down, gets cheered for that, and then plus he's been involved with Vince for like a couple weeks now. He Superman punched Vince. Vince has kicked him in the balls. Vince has been special referee for him. All this stuff. But I mean, just when he like dropped that one Superman punch on Vince, where Vince was just laying on the apron for like 15 minutes.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, when he wins the title,
Mm-hmm.
like from Sheamus on a Raw. I mean, Vince he got him over. He did. Whether you people want to admit it or not, you were cheering for Roman in those moments.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, I don't have a problem with Roman now. I got into that during my wrestler analysis. But let's talk about Bret Hart though. Hold on, we forgot about that one.
Vince screwed Vince.
The whole Bret Hart thing.
I know Bret screwed Bret. I
Yeah,
remember that. That was when the time that he left for WCW.
yeah. When his contract was expiring and the whole Montreal screw job, and I I wonder if there's footage. There has to be footage of Brett actually punching Vince backstage. I'm sure
I
they.
mean, back in the day,
No,
most
no, there's
likely.
footage. There's footage. We just don't know where it is.
Oh, it probably got recovered. It probably got like recovered by
Yeah, you
WWE
see,
and like
WWE they have like footage of stuff that they don't destroy, but they have it.
in case if they want to do like a lawsuit or anything like that.
I don't know, but they have it. It's not at the archive warehouse. It's somewhere else.
It
But
has. It's
but
probably
they
in. It's probably in Connecticut, dude.
yeah they have certain stuff like that. But of the whole Vince getting that was really the birth of the Mr. McMahon character on screen.
Yeah, we can go like that because back in the day he was the announcer with.
He was just an announcer, but people didn't know he was the boss.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean he had a role in it.
I mean they thought President Jack Tunney that's the guy, you know.
Hmm.
But they didn't realize Vince was the guy who signs the paychecks and he runs the things.
Or they probably thought it was like a like actual commissioner at the time, if you think about it.
Yeah, stuff like that.
But I was thinking about this right now. You look at the McMahons, and I mean with Vince, Shane, and Stephanie. I will count Stephanie because Stephanie is a McMahon technically.
I mean,
She's not.
technically, she is a McMahon.
But now she's her.
She's
She's a Hemsley.
she's still a McMahon.
What was I gonna say? Like they all know how to put people over.
They do, they do.
Because if you think about it, Shane, he put over AJ Styles
Oh
really
man, that,
good.
that match was better than what people thought it was gonna be.
Everyone thought it was gonna be like a sloppy match, but when you think about it, Shane knows how the ring work. Like we all think Shane was rusty and everything like that.
Yeah.
Shane knows how to put a match together. He has respect for those wrestlers,
I mean,
basically.
Shane McMahon for not being an actual like in-ring competitor like every single night, he's put on some of the greatest performances I've ever seen. Kurt Angle, Steve Blackman, AJ, what he's going to be doing with KO is going to be great.
I'm calling this now. Another will drop off the top of the cell. I'm calling it
Shooting
now.
star press off the top of the cell.
God no, he can't do it. He will die if he does that.
I mean, he threw out a shooting star press at Mania. I was surprised.
I mean,
But
and then with Stephanie,
Stephanie, she just
she knows
slaps them.
but she knows how to work with the microphone. Like
She
knows how to
does.
talk. And then I mean
She's a great promo.
back in the day, it wasn't as good compared to now. I mean, back in the day it was kind of good, but like now, I mean, recent feud. I know this is gonna be a little bit annoying, but with Brie Bella and everything. With,
Primo.
oh God,
Do,
no.
do, 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 do.
No.
I,
Okay,
I don't
no,
have it.
with
Yeah.
Stephanie and DB, Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah, that whole thing.
That whole thing right there. That whole like feud and everything like that. Like with the authority against all that
It was
stuff.
like a 9-month build. Yeah.
It was, but like Stephanie, like always, like knew how to cut those promos very well with
Called him a
DB.
B+ player. Vince, he was involved in that for a little bit too.
Hmm. Like she knows how to cut like those McMahons. Like give them credit or not, like we do say that they do call shit things, but at the same time they're the ones that are kind of running the business. Like
Yeah.
they're trying to listen to us and everything, but when they have something that they want to try out, they're the ones that in the end are gonna have to pay the responsibilities for it.
I just thought about this CM Punk.
What's that? With who? With
Vince.
Vince?
The pipe bomb, the match he had with him back in like 2013 or 2012, yeah.
Oh yeah, and then when he kissed Vince goodbye, and when he
Yeah, I mean, Vince's involvement in that made it good too. I mean, Punk, he truly was one of the best in the world, still is. Please, Phillip Brooks, come back to us. We need you. I need you. But John Cena's involvement with that was great also. I mean, just remember the promo. Punk had all these demands. His face on 7-Eleven cups. His
No, it was
his face on private jets, and then of course his WWE ice cream bars.
Where are the WWE? Where are the ice cream bars? Actually?
I know we never got them. Apparently they were supposed to become a real thing. I was excited.
If we can make Bootios a real thing, where the hell's the ice cream bars?
Shut up, Bootios. They make sure you're not booty. Yeah, but I mean Vince's involvement in that was good, and of course Vince's face when Punk kissed him goodbye in Chicago and ran off with the WWE Championship. Vince had this look on his face like, oh my God, he really ran away with my company's championship. He really made us believe that like Punk's gone, like gone. That was excellent. And of course,
What else?
Vince and Brock, they had a little altercation when, like, it was like 2013 when Brock was doing his stuff with Hunter. Brock hit him with an F5,
Oh,
and
yep,
they said like
I remember.
like Vince
I remember.
broke
I
or
remember.
blew out his hip or something like
Yep,
that.
I remember now. Speaking of hip injury, shout out Big Show. Hope you heal up. by
Oh
the way.
yeah, Paul White. I hope you're doing good, my man.
But I remember that now because it was the time that Brock came back and they had wrestled at WrestleMania, right?
Uh, I think that was leading. that was like going.
That was leading up to WrestleMania.
Yeah, maybe it was 2012. After the SummerSlam. It was
Because
leading into that.
SummerSlam was wasn't it
SummerSlam, Brock
and
won.
yeah, Brock won. Because then it was like at WrestleMania, Triple H and Paul Heyman talked about if
Yeah,
Triple H lost, then Stephanie would be Paul
yeah.
Heyman's. Yeah, I remember now.
It was a whole thing, but I mean, like the point is with this one, Vince, when he gets involved, it gets good. I mean, we saw what he did on Tuesday. He fat shamed Kevin Owens.
Oh God, I gotta.
I did kind of laugh. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
did.
That
But to be honest, when Vince is needed to do a promo, when any of those McMahons are needed to do a promo, they can't cut a promo.
they can make you buy into what's going on.
Now, only thing I do wish though is if Kurt Angle can get those promos back. I miss that kind of because you look at it like if Vince could cut a promo like that, then God damn it, Kurt Angle can
Kurt,
cut. Kurt Angle can cut a promo so
I
good.
mean,
I
Kurt,
miss that.
Kurt, he's one of the most charismatic performers in the history of this business. He can. I know he still can. He can still go. He just wrestled last year a few times with Cody Rhodes and a couple other guys. He still has a lot left in the tank.
Oh, of course. I think they're still trying to do a match, but
Yeah,
God knows what's gonna happen.
I mean, we're gonna see what's gonna go on. But as far as Vince goes, like I said, once he gets involved, stuff gets good.
I mean,
And also, I love when he comes out and he says, "It's time to shake things up again."
hmm
I enjoy that.
he knows how to deal with the crowd
Shout out
too.
Million Dollar McMahon. Remember the giveaway he used to do back in like '08?
Oh, and
He used to give away,
yes, I remember that. I remember
and
that.
then the thing fell on him.
But it's bad.
How could I forget?
That
Vince McMahon blew up in a limo.
Oh yeah, because they were gonna do the death scene, and then that's
And then
right.
been yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what was like where were they going with that?
I think that was when was that? Like was
That was
that around?
2007.
That was 2000. No,
It was 2007,
it was.
yeah.
It was. Yes, you're right.
That's when Benoit offed himself.
Uh, God, R.I.P. Benoit.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to figure out. Was he going with a feud back then at the time?
Yeah. I don't know. He was going to be doing something.
I don't remember. I think it
He
was.
he was going to be doing something. I'm not exactly
I don't
sure.
remember if it was with DX with Hunter.
Yeah.
I don't remember, dude. Like
Also,
I
Paul
would.
London got killed. I mean, got killed, but he got fired because he was smiling during the
Oh,
when
during
Vince
that
was
walk of
walking.
shame,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I don't think Paul London knew what the hell was going on at that time.
Can't believe he got fired for that shit.
Mm. Mind if we should breeze on something else real quick?
Yeah.
What? Okay, I know we just finished the Mae Young Classic.
Oh
That's
yes,
gonna be talked about, I think.
that is going to be talked about.
But I was thinking about something because I got a little bit curious. What happens if they do another Cruiserweight Classic? Who do you think? You
Ah.
think they're gonna do it, or do you think they're gonna do like another Classic?
I mean,
You know what I like to see? A tag team Classic.
they have the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
But screw the WWE NXT guys. Let's get the Young Bucks. Let's get God. Let's get War Machine. We
I'm
can do it. I know we can.
War Machine against Heavy Machinery.
Ooh.
Ooh, War Machine. Oh man, that'd be great.
See, now you're thinking like I. Oh,
I mean, we already have Red Dragon.
Red Dragon versus Young Bucks.
I mean, there are
Sanity versus War Machine.
Dalton Castle and his boys.
Oh God, no.
Oh my God, yeah. Uh, no,
Or we could do like the Freebirds tournament with like a 3-man tag team.
Dalton Castle and his boys against the New Day.
The Briscoes with Bully Ray. Los
The
Ingobernables.
Elite.
The Elite. The Elite.
I
Check
mean,
it
could
out.
you? That isn't actually a good idea. Another tournament, another classic. I mean, we have the
We can still keep it as a Dusty Rhodes Classic, but to be honest, Dusty Rhodes is more NXT because Dusty Rhodes basically with Hunter built NXT.
Yes.
Now,
R.I.P. to the Dream.
RIP to the Dream.
Yeah.
Now, let's do it with another different tag team, one that's legendary. Because if you look at it, New Day unfortunately is going to become one of the greatest tag teams of all time. 'Cause that's what
I
the
think they've
WWE
already done that.
They already are, but
They've
let's
already
think of
excelled.
something a little bit more historic, like a different tag team that changed the game. I mean, we have the Fabulous Freebirds. We have
The Von Erichs.
the Von Erichs, Animal and Hawk. Who else?
Oh my God. The Hart Foundation, the
Foundation.
Rockers.
The
I mean,
Midnight Express.
Yeah.
Who else do? I mean, there's so many tag teams that don't take enough credit. Like we can easily just like put a tag team name right there. I mean, It would be awesome if they do the Von Erichs, because now the Von Erichs don't even get any recognition.
I know
at
there's
all
only
once it-
one left. There's only one that's still alive.
Is now
Kevin.
Kevin Von Erich,
Yeah,
yes.
he's the only one still alive. That's a shame. That really sucks.
He was at He was at.
He got inducted in the Hall of Fame.
He got inducted to the Hall of Fame, and then I think he was at TNA while in I think it was like his son or something like that, had
Yeah.
like a tag match at like Slammiversary. It was like a dark match, I
Yeah.
think.
I mean,
But
that would be something very interesting to see.
because I think it should, me personally, like I love the Dusty Rhodes,
I love the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
because that's something totally awesome and unique. Because then it
I
gives
mean,
you
could
like
you
a
imagine?
shot.
And then we could finally get like Revival versus the Bucks. We could finally get to see something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, it could finally come to a head.
I actually want to see that. That just sparked my
Yeah,
curiosity.
I mean, we've had the.
But here's the thing, though. If we're gonna make a tag team classic, then we have to make it open to certain tag teams on the
I mean,
WWE.
when they were doing the Cruiserweight Classic, they were going like getting people from Evolve. They were going to Progress and stuff like that.
They went to New Japan. Well, okay.
They didn't go to New Japan, but they went to like
They got Zack Sabre Jr. They got um
Kota Ibushi,
Kota Ibushi. They got
Gran Metalik,
Gran Metalik. They got Tajiri. They got Noam Dar.
Yeah.
They had all those people.
Cedric Alexander, T.J. Perkins. I mean, they got some good talent.
I mean, we didn't. I mean, I don't remember Jack Gallagher, but I don't remember. I don't recall ever seeing him in like a wrestling promotion in England, to be honest.
He's probably in like a lower one.
I know, but now, I mean, look at him. Like, he actually got popular out of nowhere because of that.
I know, with the umbrella.
I mean, if we think about it, like, if we do like a tag team classic, 'cause of course everyone knows the Elite. They know
Yeah.
the Young Bucks, because everyone knows that that the Elite and the New Day had a feud going on for a good while.
Yeah.
It would be great if WWE can do that, because I know Hunter.
Could you imagine the Gorillas versus the Usos?
The Gorillas of Destruction?
The Gorillas of Destiny? I mean, they.
Sorry, to say Destruction. I'm sorry, of Destiny versus the Usos.
I mean, they look similar.
Oh, that's good.
They look like they could be a part of the Bloodline.
They
I mean, they're. I checked. They're not. I looked at the family tree. But real quick, shoot. Could you imagine the Gorillas, Usos, Nia, Tamina, Roman? They're all standing in the ring, and Roman says, "This is our yard now." Could you imagine that?
Oh.
Amazing. That. I mean, but we had the Cruiserweight Classic. We just had the Mae Young Classic. We had the United Kingdom Tournament, which was unbelievable. It was only 2 days.
It's a shame that it was 2 days, but I think they were just testing out to see if anyone would watch it. That's the problem.
I loved it. Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne. They can fight forever, and I would not have a problem with it.
Can we have a triple threat? Or
Seven.
Trent 7 or a fatal 4-way. Trent 7. I actually like the triple threat better.
Yeah.
Trent 7, Tyler Bate,
Do
and
do it with me.
Pete Dunne.
Do it with me. Mustache Mountain. Mm-hmm.
Mustache Mountain. Hey, they should go for a tag team. Ooh.
I mean, they've already teamed a little bit on NXT, so that's probably in the works. Them becoming the NXT Tag Team Champions.
Or they become part of that tournament.
I don't
WWE.
know.
If anyone watches this from WWE,
Have a tag team tournament.
Have a tag team tournament. You can keep it Dusty Rhodes if you want, but change the damn name. Make your own classic. It's something totally different. Get the fucking Young Bucks.
Get the Bucks of Youth, yeah.
Get the Hardys in there.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Broken or Woken, whatever you're doing.
You woken, broken. It's very delightful.
As long as Matt is yelling. As long as Matt is yelling this.
Delete!
Gotta make sure. Gotta watch out where your hand goes.
Delete!
Yeah. All right. But I think that's it for this Shooting the Breeze. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're on iTunes, SoundCloud, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play. Go watch my Shooting the Breeze I did with the legendary Hawkeye Shane Cody. I might be having him back in the studio pretty soon. We don't know where that's gonna be happening.
Can we shoot the breeze with him one of these days?
I might be shooting the breeze with him again.
Ooh.
I mean, you probably ask him some questions. He's been in the ring with your Jerichos.
Yeah.
He's been around Vince and all that stuff.
So he knows the whole business.
He knows, yeah. Bullet Cast. We're gonna be at an APW show next Friday on the 22nd. Come see us, please. Mitchell, Brandon, and myself. We're also gonna be at the Raw in San Jose and the SmackDown in Oakland that's coming up.
I do apologize. I won't be there.
I know I will be on the floor for Monday Night Raw. Brock won't be there, unfortunately, but I will be at the SmackDown in the 100 section. Come say hello.
He'll see Braun Strowman instead.
Yeah, all right. Thank you guys so much. This has been the Bullet Cast, and there's only one way we can end this thing.
And thanks for being the elite, the elite. Break it down, the elite, break it down. blocking out. I'm blocking out.
See you guys next time.
This has been the Bulletcast. Thank you for listening.